Now, Joachim, I've been quoting you liberally. At the end of your session, you said that if you're working on what's popular today, you're 5 years behind. What did you mean by that quote and why?
Because today's technology and what is popular is already there, and we're looking at solutions and a transition into equipment, into solutions which might not be that big in popularity already. They might be there, but we're investing on the technology that we know at the moment. So if, for instance, look at the fuel cell technology that we are providing, they provide a zero emission technology, so no emissions at all. Well, we're also now seeing that we are investing a lot of money in something that we already know, which is popular, which is internal combustion engines. And that will set back or delay also the adaptation of fuel cells, where if we want to have fuel cells really to also be a great part of their potential of our sector, we need to invest in that technology as well. And it might not be the best solution for every situation, but we also don't have to be afraid to take something which is less popular and invest in that to make it more popular and tell the world about different solutions that we have. Think a little bit out of the box. I think that is required in the situation we're facing at the moment.
And on a related note, you picked up on one of the surveys we ran where we said, and the audience confirmed it, people prioritize profit, then the environment, and then technology. And it was your position it's time to switch number 1 and 2 perhaps, and prioritize the environment in the belief that the economic benefits will come further down the line.
Yeah, of course it's if you look at the world right now, we're just ending a pandemic, and that has indicated to us that it's important that this health is important, and also what travel does and how this can affect everything in our economy. We've seen the recent publication of the IPCC report, who says, guys, actually we're not going fast enough. So, and if we think that our health, our environment, a sustainable world for our children is really, really important, it might be a right time to now say, okay, let's put that on our priority list on the first part, and then think about profit. While now in business is all about making a profit and seeing if you can go a little bit cheaper, go bigger, to have more profit, and that is working against maybe slowing down a little bit and leaving a little bit more to the climate and a little bit less to profit. I'm not sure if I'm making a lot of sense now, but
when you reflect on the key takeaways for yourself from the conference, what would be your top 3?
My top 3 is, I think, on the first place would probably awareness. I think where we are here as a group in the sector, we see that things are required. We don't know exactly where it will be, but I think, and somebody quoted that to me early on after my presentation this morning, he said we need to be leaders as we are here. And if we already don't know exactly what we'll do and we can do nothing because of that, how can we expect that the rest of the world knows what to do? So even when we are not completely sure what will be the right path, it's really important for us as industry leaders to take a leap and say, okay, this is the direction we think is right now. And maybe it's 2 or 3 directions, but let's have those parallel paths. So I think that for me is the most important takeaway. The second takeaway is after a year and a half of COVID, it's really great to see people in person again, because you're meeting people you haven't met before. While in the virtual meetings, of course, it's mostly people you already know, and keeping those ties. But now new initiatives will start, creativity, solving our problems that we have will increase and will probably accelerate by the fact that we can really meet each other again. And I think there's a great importance to that we keep on talking to each other and meeting like this.
And finally, how would you summarize your conference experience?
It was really good. I think really pleasant, well organized, good food, a lot of networking availability, great discussions, good talks, and a pleasant place to stay, even when it's raining outside.
And so good food, so people as well as vessels need the right fuel, I guess.
Absolutely, yeah.
Perfect. Joachim, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.